Hi everyone, Jack Drees here. Looks like I just slit my own throat. Okay, this is literally what I just did. I looked like I just slit my own throat, and my head was going to topple my bed, to which I die a painful death. Welcome to 2020. This is what my life is right now. I have not gotten a haircut since February. I have not shaved since February or March. Either my mustache, my beard, anything, my neck. But I don't care. This is my biggest achievement of the year. I mean, I have not gone out to really do anything, but I stayed in and did this. So I'm proud of myself. All you suckers who could not grow this facial hair, I'm very sorry. But I'm pretty proud of myself. So, how's everyone doing tonight? I mean, for most of the one you are watching right now, I will say a lot has happened in these past couple of months. I don't think I've done one single live stream for you guys in July, and there's been a couple reasons for that. One, when it comes to my YouTube channel, I just kind of needed a break, and it's not because I don't like doing it. I really do, but I've just been into other things. I just needed to relax for a little bit and just like catch up on what's on television. And speaking of TV, today I was watching the new Harley Quinn show. They had it on the DC Universe streaming service for a little bit, but they just put it on HBO Max, which I don't have DC Universe, but I do have HBO Max, so I finally got a chance to watch it. Which, by the way, I just finished the first season, which is I went on my social media and just said it was bonkers fun. Some people say that the dialogue is a little cringeworthy, which I get. I get why you would say that, but I had fun with it. I will say that it feels very zany, and even Howie Mandel makes a cameo in one of the episodes, which that delighted me because if you know me in person, I'm probably one of his bigger fans. But the only reason why I still watch America's Got Talent, and one of the reasons why I continue to watch it this summer, is because he's on the show. I mean, it's the reason why I started watching in season 5. I didn't care about anybody else on that show. Not even the host like Nick Cannon or anything. I just wanted to see Howie Mandel. So when he showed up on screen in the Harley Quinn show, I thought to myself, is he actually doing the voice or is someone else doing an impression of him? So I looked on IMDb. It was actually him. It's like, hey, he did a comic book movie. Comic book show. Kind of impressed and also kind of surprised because he usually does not really connect himself to that sort of thing. But I am pleased to see him there, and he does a really good job playing himself. And the way he says potato is incredible. I'm not going to go into much detail in the scene where he's in, but he's on the show called Good Morning Gotham, because this takes place in the DC universe. He's the most revered host of a morning show in that universe, and so he just says, "I'm gonna show you how to make a mashed potato Virgin Mary." Basically, what he was doing was showing how to turn Thanksgiving leftovers into a nativity scene. I don't know. I guess that's an interesting concept. You don't really dive into much further on the show because, well, I wouldn't really get that much further into it because spoilers, if anybody cares. But if you have not gotten a chance to watch Harley Quinn, either because you did not subscribe to DC Universe or who knows, maybe you have one of those deals where you don't get cable, and in which case you did not have sci-fi for a brief period of time when it was on there. Like, subscribe to HBO Max just for Harley Quinn. I'd say watch it. I'm probably going to watch the second season pretty soon, maybe next weekend. But I also need to watch some movies. In fact, since I've done my last live stream, I've been to a movie theater because they just reopened them in Massachusetts. There's this theater called the Lexington Venue. It's about a half hour away from where I am. And I got a vlog there, too. I think I might put that up pretty soon if I can start editing it. I mean, I started it. I just need to finish it. But I've been busy with other stuff. In fact, I'm going to a cinema this weekend. No, not this weekend. This week. In Providence, Rhode Island, they're going to have, well, they already opened their showcase cinemas at the Providence Place Mall. I usually go to Rhode Island once a year, more specifically Providence, Rhode Island, because I usually go for Comic-Con. And this year, unfortunately, Rhode Island Comic-Con has been canceled. So what I'm going to do instead is go see Back to the Future at the Showcase Cinemas right across from the Convention Center. Now I can actually feel like I've accomplished something by going to Providence this year. And this might not even be the only time in the span of a month which I go there, because next month, freaking finally, they're going to be releasing Tenet. Probably my most anticipated film of the year at this point. And I know I often say Dune is my most anticipated film of the year, but based on the marketing that we've been seeing lately from Tenet and the lack of marketing from Dune and that sort of thing, Tenet is getting up there more and more by the day. In fact, I recently rewatched the prologue to Tenet, which for those of you who don't know, before they showed the new Star Wars movie, Rise of Skywalker, in theaters in IMAX, they had a 6-minute prologue to Tenet. And Nolan's no stranger to this art. He did this for Dunkirk. He did it for the Dark Knight, and he even did it for the Dark Knight Rises. It's sort of his thing that he does nowadays with his films. He'll show like the first 4, 5, 6, 10 minutes of the film and say, hey, come see this. This is like the exclusive IMAX trailer that he does. So I got to see it in the theater back then, but they have it on Reddit. So I got to see it on there. Seeing that really pumped me up. In fact, for those of you who follow my channel, you may know that I designed my trailer for my latest Rhode Island Comic-Con vlog. In fact, I designed parts of the Rhode Island Comic-Con vlog itself after the latest Tenet trailer. I used the sounds from it. I didn't really dig too far into it. I'm just trying to have some fun with it, just to make the thing a little more epic. I don't know. It's just something that I want to do. Like, that was I always burn my brain making that vlog because I just had lots of fun with all the sound effects, the transitions, I guess you can call it a storyline. I even did an opening skit, which I shot on my new phone. I don't even know if I showed you my new phone. For those of you who follow my channel, you also might know that I recently got back to filming elevators, like actually going out and doing it, not just going back on my backlog. One of my videos I did for filming elevators, I used this phone, my new LG V60 Thin Q, and it's being blocked by the screen. Also comes with this, if I can find it anywhere. There we go. Comes with this. This is my dual screen case. I barely use it. In fact, when I first got the phone, I was like, what am I going to do with this? I mean, I thought, like, just for fun, not just for fun. I thought for practical reasons I could use both screens just because, well, maybe I'm doing two things at once. But I put the phone in, and one of the reasons why I have this phone in particular, and the reason why I keep buying LG phones in particular, is because they still come with a headphone jack. And if you know me, I'm kind of an analog sort of guy. I mean, yes, my TVs are modern. I use HDMI technology, but these headphones that are wired, I carry them around everywhere whenever I go outside. I mean, not anymore because I can't really go outside anymore, but whenever I would go into the city or to school, I would take them on the train, listen to my music, and just tune everything else out. It was a part of me. And maybe if I get like Bluetooth headphones or something, maybe I'll just ignore these for a little bit. Actually, let me just do this here. Fix that. Maybe I get Bluetooth headphones, but you don't get like Samsung Galaxy or something. Because, well, you don't need the headphone jack anymore, but I don't know. I mean, over the years, certain things have just stuck on me since childhood. I mean, I still use wired headphones. I still buy DVDs, or more technically Blu-rays, or 4K Blu-rays right now, because upgrades. I mean, I don't know. I mean, even this room has been a part of me for years. I still have. Well, one of my posters has been up since I was like 9 years old. By the way, it's my Kevin Garnett poster right back there. This is a part of me. I'm very sentimental. In fact, this is part of of a video that I've been making the other day that I have not decided to upload yet. Maybe I'll upload it soon, maybe after this, maybe a while later, for an upcoming project. For those of you who have been following YouTube in recent days, they have this project that they're working on right now, Life in a Day 2020. And for those of you who are in the elevator community, this is a sequel to something that founder Diesel was in, which I had no idea that was even a thing until I watched the original film. Until I watched the original film like days ago, and the only reason why I watched it was just so I know what I could do for this sequel that they're working on for 2020. Basically, they just take part of him filming the elevator at Market Parking Garage and then put that in the video as he goes to work on his scooter. So it's in 2010. The movie came out in 2011. So this sequel that they're working on is going to have, let's see, it's going to be revolving around the day July 25th, which I edited down 25 minutes of footage. That's actually kind of funny. I have 25 minutes of footage for July 25th, but nevertheless, this is a coincidence. I have 25 minutes of footage, some of which takes place here, some of which takes place outside the house in various locations. And it just documents what I've been doing during the day. I don't have everything for various reasons, because part of the policy is that they don't have logos. Like if I have a professionally realized logo with like a trademark or a register or something like that, I don't want to get that in the video. There's a couple moments where I have copywritten material and maybe like a faint logo here and there, but it is not the main subject of anything I've shot. I mean, for example, I went to Chili's for lunch because why not? I had like tons of gift cards, like $100 worth. And so I get myself, I look in the menu and I see the Chili's logo on there. And well, it's the only thing that, I mean, well, what else can I get except the chili pepper on the top of the menu? Would that not go in the video? Who knows? I also pointed out that some of this may be shot on property where I may have to get permission from the owner to film there, which currently I have not talked to them. But if they need me to reach out to anybody, I will. So who knows where that footage will go. But I do have plenty of footage from home and public property. I'm not going to say much about everything I shot because should something get in, I would want it to be a surprise. Let's just say that, well, one of the things I did, I used this phone to document everything. I didn't really have like a professional camera or anything. In fact, I'm not going to shell out the money to buy like a Canon 60D or something or rent like a Panavision camera. But I edited all the footage on Adobe Premiere, and one of the things that I did for the movie was I tried to, be raw because that's kind of what they want, and they wanted the footage to be as original as possible. But I down converted it to 23.976 frames per second, which is close to 24 frames per second, which is how long a movie is shot for. Which is how many frames in which a movie is shot. 24 frames per second. So that's like, any movie you've ever seen, except for like The Hobbit, which was shot in 48 frames per second. Although when it played in theaters, it usually is presented in 20. It was down converted to 24. Although I don't want to ramble here about that. Well, I'm already boring enough in other subjects, so I don't want to get too much into other things here. In other news, Tenet tickets are supposed to be going on sale pretty soon. So if Tenet tickets go on sale, please go on sale. I will probably be making another trip to Providence, Rhode Island at the beginning of September. I'm going to try to go opening Thursday because I don't know how busy I'm going to be Labor Day weekend. Maybe I'll stay overnight or in the area. I'm going to see if my dad wants to go because he and I, funny enough, we saw the prologue together for Tenants at the IMAX in Reading, Massachusetts when Star Wars was on. I mean, he and I think we both remember it. Like, this might be the most heart-pumping thing that we could see in a theater this year. And if it goes on demand, there's a chance that I won't be watching it. It's not designed for a TV screen. And I'm not trying to sound snobby. I'm just trying to let everyone know that if they want the best experience possible, go to a theater. I almost thought at one point, like, what if I were in charge, what I would do is put the movie in theaters and on demand at the same time. But of course, if you follow the theater industry, you'd know that'd be impossible because theaters like AMC and Regal, they don't allow that. They have to have an exclusivity factor, which this is probably why the movie Bill and Ted 3, aka Bill and Ted based in music, will not be in all theaters. They'll be in select theaters and on demand. Regal and AMC probably will not be getting them, as far as I'm aware. This is why Universal had a little bit of a beef with AMC. They said, we're not going to play any movies. AMC said, hey, Universal, we're not going to play any of your movies anymore. Bye. Which was resolved recently, and probably both for good and bad. Who knows what happened there? I don't want to talk about it. I feel like other people have discussed that a little bit better than I ever could bring it up. I will also say, in terms of elevator updates, today I uploaded a video. It was a little bit of a retake that I did of one of the first factors I've ever written in my life. The Macy's Women's Store at North Shore Mall in Peabody, Massachusetts. I shot that video 2 Thursdays ago. And the reason why I uploaded it pretty early is because, one, it was like a little bit of an update, and two, it goes over some changes that have happened since my last time that I filmed the elevator. My next video that I'm going to be uploading will probably be up Tuesday. I already have it scheduled. I don't know if we're going to do a premiere or not. But it's of the Museum of Science. Well, not Museum of Science. Science Park. It's the train station Science Park, which for those of you who are not familiar with the MBTA, that's the second to last stop on the Green Line E branch. That's like close to Cambridge. It's in between North Station and Leechmere. And I hang out near Leechmere all the time because that's where the Cambridge Galleria is. And before this pandemic happened, I would often go to Cambridge to either shop or more recently work. Like I would work on my blog or something. Nice little food court. I get Burger King every time. Anyway. Seriously, every time I do this, I look like I'm about to just cut my face off. I don't know why, but that's just something that happens. Is there anything else to talk about? I just got Peacock. For those of you who don't know, I just got Peacock. I'm really digging it. For those of you who don't know me, I just talked about HBO Max. I'm not a streaming service guy. I'm still debating on whether or not I should do a review of Peacock. I got some creative ideas I could do with it. But the reason why I like Peacock so much is not because of the content they have on demand. But it's basically like searching through your antenna or searching through your cable. They have channels. In fact, I was using them last night. There's like select channels of NBC content that you can go through. They have this channel called In It to Win It that has shows like The Biggest Loser, which I don't watch that, but what I do watch on that channel a lot is Deal or No Deal. And they have the syndicated version, which was done from like 2008 to like 2009 or something. Partially shot in LA, and the other season was shot in Connecticut. I think it's another season. And I would use that as background noise as I fall asleep. But there's another channel that had Kitchen Nightmares. They have one dedicated to Saturday Night Live, the NBC talk shows like Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers, 80s stuff like 21 Jump Street. It's got a lot to choose from, but it doesn't mean it doesn't have its faults. For example, Shrek was on the service. Well, for the record, this is available for Xfinity customers first, which my family and I, we don't get Xfinity, we get Verizon Fios. But if you're an Xfinity customer, you can get the service early. And I imagine like you have content early on that maybe would wait a little bit to expire, but for everybody else, the service started on July 15th. I believe that's the day. Let me go through my calendar. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, July 15th. That's when I got the service. And movies like Shrek, for example, would only last like maybe like 1 day or 2 weeks. I think Jurassic Park was in a similar situation as well, which that movie went to Netflix along with The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. Not sure where Jurassic World and its sequel are right now, but Peacock, get in line. Keep your content. If you're gonna have a service that has your exclusive content, so seriously, Jurassic Park is a Universal film. Universal is a Comcast company. NBC is a Comcast company. Keep your movie as long as you can. I don't know if they thought this through. Another news, I think they had, I don't know if they still have it, they had The Matrix at one point, which is not related to NBC or Universal at all, or Comcast. The same goes to Fast and Furious, which that is related, but I'm not sure how long they have that for, or they even still have it. And oddly enough, I think they even have Harry Potter, which was just on HBO Max, is one of the big gets for that service. Apparently that's gone. I hate the streaming wars because this is why I love physical media. I own the damn thing. For something like Peacock or HBO Max, it's a guessing game on when it will leave. Same with Netflix. This is why I don't get Netflix. When is your favorite show like The Office or Parks and Rec or Friends going to go off the service? They determine it for you. If you don't like something on physical media, you can always get rid of it yourself. That's your choice. Chances are you'll be paying for something that you don't like. Granted, it's cheap. Nevertheless, I'll say though, when it comes to HBO Max and Peacock, another flaw I have with both services, no 4K. This is something they need to fix now. And I understand maybe like for an HBO standpoint, it kind of mixes in a little bit because not a lot of channels are available in 4K because HBO, if you go on HBO on your cable, chances are the broadcast is in 1080p. And it's the best way you can watch Game of Thrones. Although they do have 4K content available on Blu-ray. For example, like the first season of Game of Thrones is available on 4K Blu-ray. The same goes, I'm not sure if it's just the first season of Westworld or there's a couple other seasons that are available on 4K Blu-ray as well. I think the 8th season of Game of Thrones is also available on 4K Blu-ray. But they don't have that on HBO Max. They're just too focused on making the thing purple. Even so, it's still, the service started out fine among my first impressions, but as it kept buffering and there was no real rewatchability or watchability of anything on the service as it started, I began to question if it was even worth keeping. I mean, as I go along, I may find something that may say, hey, I'll watch this in the future. Maybe I'll watch that maybe next weekend. Maybe I'll watch it in maybe the next couple of days. And I don't get around to it. It's not usually a good sign. And this is why I don't like streaming, because if I go around scouring for something and debate on whether I want to watch it or not, you're not going to have me stick around. You're just going to have me browse forever until the end of time. I mean, granted, that same issue can pop up for like DVDs, but at least it's more fun to browse because you can hold things. It's the same thing with going to Blockbuster. Man, I miss Blockbuster. In fact, I still have my membership card. It's a little big, but I think it still works. Put that back where it belongs. So I'm going to head out, everybody. It's 26 minutes and it's 10:11 on the East Coast. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy my little updates and my updates to everything that will be going on in the future. Rhode Island Comic Con 2019. Watch it. It's on my YouTube channel. I put my heart and soul into that thing. I cannot even tell you how much I almost drained myself staying up nights just working on it. My friend Millie, I think she'll appreciate it too. She's in the vlog. And I'll talk to you all later. Maybe I'll do another live stream this week. Oh, look at that. There's another thing that I'm probably going to be debating on doing. Boy, life is amazing. Welcome to 2020. Year where nothing works. So I'll see you all around. Bye.